All right, what's good, YouTube? This is Charles, and welcome to a Trade Tables deck profile. It's been a while since I have put up a video, so I'm kind of want to get back into the motion. And we're going to start off with a deck profile that I know everybody who knows what's going on in the current format would love to see everybody's ideas on this deck. So, without further ado, I present to you my Ishizu Tearlaments deck. All right, we're gonna get right into this deck profile. Starting off with the Tearlament Monster Engine, we're gonna just kind of blow through those quick because everybody knows what Tearlaments do. So we play 3 Tearlament Merely, 3 Tearlament Halfness, 3 Tearlament Seren, and 3 Tearlament Rhino Hearts. Okay, this is the entire engine, all 4 monsters, 3 of each. I think that is basically the best way to do it. All right, on to the next and most important part, the new add-on. So starting off with the Ishizu engine, we do play 3 Medora, the Sword Oracle. This card effects, explain this one, will be you can discard an Earth Fairy monster, special summon this card, and if you do, you can special summon, you can place a Gravekeeper's Trap from your deck face up on the field. All right, and then its other effect is you can banish it from face up on the field or graveyard. Quick effect, so during either player's turn, target up to 3 cards in either player's graveyard, or if you have Exchange Spirit in the graveyard, you could target up to 5 cards in either player's graveyard and return them to the deck. All right. Next card, we have Keldo, the Sacred Protector. All right. This one, you can discard 1 Earth Fairy from hand, special summon this card, and if you do, add to your hand 1 card that mentions Exchange Spirit in its text. So that pretty much, literally, the entire Ishizu engine, this is basically the Stratos, plus Gravekeeper's Trap, as well as Exchange. You can add all those cards to hand. This card also has the effect, same as Medora, where it can banish itself face up on the field, quick effect, or from the graveyard, and target up to 3 cards in either player's graveyard, return them to the deck, or if you have Exchange Spirit engraved, target up to 5 and return them. All right. On to the next card, we have Agito, the Ancient Sentinel. We do play 3 of these. All right. This card effect says that if your opponent, if there's a card sent from hand or deck to the opponent's graveyard, you can special summon this card, and then if you do, you can special summon a level 4 Earth Fairy from the graveyard. Also, if this card is sent from hand or deck by card effect, you can mill the top 5 cards of both players' decks. All right, this is the reason, one of the big reasons why Ishizu is being played with the Tearlament engine. All right, and then on to the next, we have Kelbeck. The Ancient Vanguard. This card also, when a card is sent from the hand or opponent's deck to their graveyard, you can special summon this card. Well, you can target a special summon monster your opponent controls. So that is important. Your opponent has to have a special summon monster on the field. So you can target a special summon monster they control, special summon this card, and then return the special summon monster to the hand. So this one right here is the big one, because this card right here allows you to out some of the sprite stuff that's going on. Like you can take out a sprint with this card in your hand as a hand trap. You can, like, your opponent sprint, summon sprint, they dump a card. You can trigger this card as soon as they dump it and special summon it, target the sprint, special summon this, and then bounce the sprint right off the board. And so it takes away a body that sprite players have. As well as this card can also, when sent to the graveyard from hand or deck by card effects, mills the top 5 cards of both players' decks. So these cards are insane. Like they give you so much advantage. They're basically hand traps as well as being bodies, special summon bodies to the board. Like I mean, the cards are crazy good. All right, and then on to the rest of the deck profile. We do play 3 Herald of Orange Light, and the last monster we play, surprising to most, will probably this is Night Sword Serpent. I play this card because I prefer to play a rank 4 engine. I also do not own Baron de Fleur at this moment, so I am not playing Diviner at this moment. Decided to cut Diviner so that I can focus more on a rank 4 play, summoning cards like Dweller or Baguska, which I feel like are going to be very strong in this meta coming up right now. So I want to be able to play these cards and use them to my advantage. So that is the entire monster lineup. All right, on to the spells. We do play 1 Terraforming and 1 Instant Fusion. Those are the only 1-up spells. From there, we play 3 Tearlaments Scream. I think this card is absurd and should definitely be played at 3. I definitely really like this card. Like even going first, this card is really good. You play this, summon a tier, get to mill 3 cards. Like it just facilitates more mill plays for you, and that's just what you want tier to do. So yeah, this card is really good. On top of the fact that when this card is sent to the graveyard by a card effect, so when you mill it or whatever the situation is, you can search a Tearlament trap, which there are a few of them in here. So 3 Scream. We play 2 Heartbeat. I actually think this card is really good. This card, basically, your Mystic Mine out, as well as Floodgate out. This card is like you don't have to have a tier on board to play it. You just discard a card from hand, like you play, and then discard a card from hand, which allows you to facilitate plays from your Ishizu cards as well as your tier. So like this card I think is super good in this deck. And I think 2 is the right number. You don't want to play 3 because you're not going to always see a deck that's running back row, and you know you're going to want to go first majority of the time. So I think 2 is perfectly fine. Also, the graveyard effect of this card is to add back a trap from the graveyard when it's sent to the graveyard by a card effect. So another reason why I like this card. The last spell of the deck, obviously, is Primal Planet Paralero, however you pronounce that card. I have such a hard time saying that card name, but this is mandatory. Like, I mean, come on. If you're playing tier, you need to play 3 of these. This card is broken. Like, you search a tier monster, it gives a 500 attack boost to all tiers and fusion monsters, as well as the fact that when you send a tier back to the deck by any type of card effect at all, in any way, it pops a card on the board. This card is insanely good. All right, and then the last 2 cards in the deck, we play 1 Crime, 1 Select. I opted for 1 Crime, 1 Select. I kind of want to play a second Select, but I'm just going to hold off on it right now and just play 1 of each and see how it does. We will be taking this to a couple tournaments this weekend, and so we'll see how this list plays as is, but I didn't want to be breaking with like Selects in hand, so I decided I definitely wanted to play Crime. I used to just play 2 Select, but I definitely wanted to play Crime because you want to be able to out Mystic Mine, you want to be able to out Dark Ruler, Droplets, like so the potential of outing Droplets, not guaranteed. But you want to be able to out, like, you know, Board Breaker, spells and traps that your opponent plays, as well as, you know, monsters. This card is an Omni-Negate. It's really good, so I think it's worth playing. And Sullick is amazing as well. So those are the last 2 cards in the main deck. On to the extra deck. Extra deck is a little different than probably most players, but I'll show you out here. So we do play 1 Tearlaments Rune Kalos. We do play 1 Tearlaments Kaleido Heart, and we play 2 Tearlaments Kit Kalos. I think this is the right number. You don't need more than 1 of these, and I absolutely don't believe that you should play only 1. You definitely should play 2 Kit Kalos. Like, this card is really strong and is like the primary play of all Tearlaments starting combos. So We rest of the fusions, we do play one Draco Stapelia, we play one Garua, and we play one Mud Dragon. This is main reasons for potentially facilitating a rank 4 play. So basically, Mud Dragon or Garura or Draco Stapelia Engrave with a tier, you can make Mud Dragon. So that's the reason why I play this. All right. Then the rest, that's it for the fusions. The rest are XYZs. We play one Dweller, one Baguska, and one Zeus. Um, I feel like Zeus is kind of the just in case need emergency situation. Sometimes you're gonna need to out something. You these two cards right here very strong. I think are probably gonna be some of the best extra deck monsters in this current meta. So um, Zeus just helps back it up just in case you need to clear the rest of the board. So those are my XYZ choices. As far as link choices is concerned, we do play one Dark. I think Dark is being played for quite a while in all Tearlament decks. We're playing one Asua. This one, we are now playing a bunch of Earth monsters, and in mirror matches with this, like this card is going to come into handy. So I definitely do believe that's the card of choice to play. That's it for Charmers. We do have the small sprite engine of the Sprint and Elf. This dumps your merely, so when you have the plays to do so, this can help facilitate a fusion play. And then this special summons the merely, setting up for the play on your opponent's turn. And our last card, this is a generic out for random bodies and cards that we need to deal with, which is the Underworld Goddess. This is my favorite choice card at the moment. I really like this card. Plus, on top of the fact it being a blanket negate and hard to out because you have to specifically target it. But that is pretty much it for the deck profile, guys. I appreciate you coming and checking this out. I'm actually going to be taking this deck to the next couple local tournaments. I didn't get a chance to go to Pasadena. I really wanted to, but unfortunately couldn't afford the trip. I will hopefully maybe make it out to the next big event, maybe in the Vegas 3v3. I don't know. I will be doing a regional in my area in December, so maybe we'll have this deck perfected, and we'll see how we deal with it. But I appreciate your guys' support. Don't forget to like and subscribe on the channel for more content. I'm going to do my best to stay more up to date and more consistent with making content for you guys. This is Charles, the face of Trade Table, signing out. Peace.
Now that you've made it to the end of our video, don't forget to check out our Facebook page, Instagram, and Twitter, where we keep you updated on trade table games as well as Yu-Gi-Oh news and updates. Also, don't forget about our official Trade Table Games webpage, where we sell sealed Yu-Gi-Oh product and other TCG needs. We appreciate your support. Have a good day.